Hi everyone, I'm Mikhail. Welcome to the Dark Wire Labs YouTube channel, where we break down network technologies and bring them to life with real code. Today, we are exploring the QUIC protocol, why it was created, what problems it solves, and whether it's better than the traditional TCP/TLS stack. As always, we'll finish with a practical example. So let's get started. QUIC is a modern UDP-based transport protocol designed to deliver faster, more reliable and secure internet communication. QUIC originally stood for Quick UDP Internet Communications. It was developed by Google but became a standard in 2021. It powers HTTP version 3, the current generation of the web that replaced TCP/TLS HTTP version 2 stack. Key features and advantages of QUIC over TCP. As it's UDP-based, three-way handshake is no longer required when a connection is established. QUIC has built-in TLS 1.3 encryption, so security starts from the very first packet. No need for separate TLS handshake. Extremely fast reconnection, seamless connection migration between Wi-Fi and mobile networks, where TCP usually breaks. QUIC has better loss recovery. It supports per stream retransmission and congestion support. QUIC is implemented in user space of operating system, not in kernel, so it's being constantly developed and improved, what doesn't affect kernel code. But from my personal perspective as a network engineer, QUIC has also introduced a number of challenges. Because QUIC traffic is harder to control, it sometimes caused excessive WAN bandwidth consumption and negatively impacted TCP-based services. In those situations, we had no choice but to block it completely. Now let's move on to a practical example. I asked some help from Grok to generate me a simple QUIC web server. So we are gonna use Python for that, and I'll deploy it in a Docker container. One container will represent a server, another container will represent a client. Let me build the container. Right. That's just a simple container from a library with Python support. Okay, and I'm going to run it. We are going to use port 4433. Okay, so I'm inside the container. Let me check its IP address. Good. Before we start our web server, we need to generate certificate. I'll use OpenSSL. I prepared a command to generate certificate and the private key. Okay, it's done. So now we can start the web server. The web server is running. Let's create another container, another instance. All right, so from here we'll do the testing. We'll use curl tool to initiate HTTP version 3 request to the web server. it's working, and we are getting reply from the server. But now I want to actually export the keys, the encryption keys, session keys, so we can analyze it later, analyze the traffic later in Wireshark. So what I do, I configure this variable for curl, and also I want to capture traffic. To capture traffic, we need one more connection to the client container. Just to make sure this is the client. Yeah, this is the client. Using TCP dump, UDP port 4433. And I want to save the output to a file. UDP. Dump UDP port 4433. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Now coming back to our client. Initiating connection to the web server. Getting server response. Stopping packet capture. See, we've got two new files. This log with keys and pickup file. I'm pulling it to my local computer to analyze it. Okay, that's the file. It's in Wireshark. I'd like to add that in order to see encrypted traffic, we need to upload this master secret file. Here under the protocols, we look for TLS. And here we specify the file what we pulled from the container. Okay. So that's the initial message that represents client hello. That's the server hello, and then also including the server certificate. Let's just take a look inside. Yes, server hello, some extensions. Fragment of certificate, and another fragment is here. So if you want, you could extract it. But I want to see the real data. So it should be here, I guess. Okay, the data should be here. I was looking in the wrong packet. Frame payload, yeah, you can see hello, QUIC from Python. So that was it. I hope you enjoyed this short video. See you next time.